Hello, everyone! It's your Wolfie Boy again! I'm back! After a long time, we have another StreamYard related video. Although this one is more of a showcase and gameplay stream. But to be fair, this one is going to be quite interesting because despite this game, despite me playing some of my other friends' games on my channel and them doing the same with mine, this time we're gonna have one of my friends play my games on my channel. Now, if you aren't familiar with what I'm gonna be talking about, if you probably know, I'd recommend looking at the description of this stream so that you can find out what exactly it's about. And in case you don't have the time for that, then allow me to elaborate for you in some short ways. In some way, Funtime Foxy, a character from FNAF's sister location, is actually in our universe and is on a mission to stop whatever has happened so far. And his main goal is to primarily defeat this entity that he has found in Stardust Speedway. And there are two different endings that we can get for him. There's a good ending and a bad ending. However, we don't know which ending we're gonna get. The only thing that matters is that we get one of the endings. Yes, Lucas, it is Laventake. But is it really Laventake? We don't know. But it's weird because the energy source is very similar to someone we know, but I just can't put a paw on it or two. Anyways, I'm getting off topic, but what I am going to confirm is my pal Chuckles will be playing this game. So when you see the gameplay, that's actually Chuckles playing the game, not me. So whatever ending he manages to get, that's the ending he'll receive. So if he manages to defeat the entity slash boss in this game, that means he'll get the good ending. Hopefully. At least that's what I've heard from this entity. So we're just gonna wait for Chuckles to arrive. Okay, he's here. Now, I did get told that he really is going to have to keep himself mute, and he's not really going to be talking or voice chat in such late times like right now. So that's one thing he's confirmed. However, one thing I'll confirm is, once he's got his screen shared, I'll share it to you all, and I'll remove myself until the gameplay is over. So I hope you all look forward to it, and let's hope that we can win. Oh, and speak of the devil, looks like he's ready. Enjoy the gameplay, everyone. Oh, well, I didn't think that was gonna happen there. I He didn't realize that this game had a continue system. Didn't he look at the instructions? Okay, this was a bit unfair, I'll admit. I think the challenge just got a little too much. Yeah, I think I Cool. Listen, didn't you... Listen, Chuckles. I understand it's not fair, but didn't you realize there was continues in this game? It literally said so in the destructions. Okay, he's saying that he's... Okay, he's sorry for that. Yeah, I didn't think that would happen. Yeah, even Lucas confirms that there was continue, so he must have noticed it. Alright. I'll probably give it an update to make the fight a little bit easier, okay? And if you guys like hard fights, then I do apologize, but my pal was a little stressed just because he lost. I want to give him an easier time, okay? Okay. Lucas said that even though he hasn't played it, he did check the instructions first beforehand. So he now understands how the game will work, so that's a bonus for us. But still, I didn't think that was going to happen. I honestly thought they would just acknowledge the continues, but can't have them all, eh? But maybe, just maybe, I don't know. We can't go out our way saying that we got the bad ending because, like, Chuckles still would have had 2 attempts left. So, ironically, he would have won if it wasn't for the unpredictable attacks. So instead, I'm going to make the fight easier. I'm going to give him more predictable paths so that way the fight is a lot easier. Okay? This should help make the fight a lot less hectic. Okay, so I'm currently updating it. So I'm going to give it a quick update, and once it's done, I'll then publicly make sure that it works. Okay. Okay. I think I've made the fight a lot easier now. So, let me just go ahead and share it again. Well, I technically have kept it shared, but I've made the fight a lot easier. Now the paths will be the same every time. And, yeah. Okay. So, he's back, but he's feeling he's feeling pretty stressed. But I promise him I have changed the boss physics, and now they should be easier to avoid. Oh, and not just that, not only did I make the boss feel easier, I made the boulders a lot more predictable. I made it so that you could see them getting ready to fall instead of just falling immediately. That should make the fight a lot easier for my pal. And if that works, then it means I've done a favor for him. Hold up. Let me just make sure it works. Just gotta make sure that it's ready. Yeah, I think it's all set. So as long as he refreshes it. Alright. There. Now let's see if he can win this time.
Oh, now you've done it. You took this too far?
Well, that certainly went much better that time. Thankfully, the good ending is canon now. So that means Funtime Foxy has won the fight. So, thankfully, for those that wanted Funtime Foxy to win, well, I'm happy to report that he has successfully completed his mission. So now, with him finally able to escape, that now means he can warn everyone about what had happened to basically Exceller, to ExetioSonic, and NightmarE. So, thank you all for watching the gameplay and showcase. And we do want to thank Chuckles for playing the game. Sure, he did get stressed from what happened, but it's good to know that he beats the boss now that I made it easier. Even though I don't like making bosses easier, I had to do it to make my pal feel a little better. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and for now, I'll be heading into the night. So, I'll see you all later. But not before I finish up with this.
Yes! We're going to the crack house!